Good morning, everybody. Rick Steele here with a new betting tips video for you. The topic at hand as we head into a stretch run of NBA and NHL playoffs. We get into and have had a successful start to the grind of the long MLB season. So look out as that continues through the summer months. And before you know it, football will be back at hand. But before that, let's learn more about how we can be successful in sports betting. And to do that, we need to improve our processes. That is what we're going to deal with on today's betting tips video. Improve your processes, therefore increase your profits. Now, keep in mind, although this will be an overview betting tips video in this area, the topics that I hit on, you will find detailed breakdowns, betting tips videos individual of those topics that we touch on this particular video. So we'll get to the topic at hand in one brief moment. I spend time and money in producing these videos. My only goal is to help you to become a long-term profitable sports bettor. And yes, put you on a few more winners, help you to avoid some losers. But all that I ever ask for in return, providing free picks on a daily basis all year long, is if you could support the YouTube channel PSH Sports Picks. You find these videos to be of value, click on the subscribe button, and I thank you in advance for your support. In addition, follow me across social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My handle is at RickSteele99. Have any questions for me? That's how you can shoot those questions to me. And you'll also get all the latest sports betting news in a timely fashion. As I mentioned, if you'd like to bet what I bet on a daily basis all year long, well, two ways you can do that. But both, most importantly, are always free, will always be free, never pay for picks. You get total transparency, no BS, no signups whatsoever. My records are updated, broken down by sport on a daily basis. Go to the homepage of my website, pshltd.com. Click on the Today's Picks button. You'll see exactly what I bet at the lines that I bet on a daily basis. Or you can follow me on the betstamp app. Username there is Rick S. Each time I make a bet or post it to the website, you'll get an alert directly to your phone from the Betstamp app, letting you know exactly what the pick is and what the line is that I bet it at. Can't get much easier than that. Again, always free. So in order to support that and allow me to continue to doing all this, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks again for that help. Let's get on to the topic at hand. Now, all successful sports bettors go through similar stages. They start off as a beginner, then they move on to average, and then you get to the winning stage, right? How long does it take to get through each and every stage is dependent on how stubborn you may want to be, how open-minded you need to be. So here's a few of the ways that you can shorten your learning curve and get on to the stage of winning at sports betting. Realize there's no such thing as a sure thing. You can find games that have very good value, but the existence of a sure thing in sports betting, it simply does not exist. Doesn't matter what the line is on a game, no team is going to win an event 100% of the time. So what does that mean? Never over bet your bankroll, no matter how good a betting situation may appear. Home teams win more often, yes, but not more often enough in order to cover the spreads and lines that are posted and where the market moves them. Home teams do have an advantage in just about all sports. However, the home advantage is not the same for each and every team. So you can't use a blanket number to allocate to the home team on each one of your games. Some home advantages for some teams is greater than others, so don't, again, use some blanket number. When books set their lines and the market moves those lines, obviously the books shade those numbers to the home advantage, and usually a bit more because the books know that's where most of the money is going to come in. So when you are searching for value, more times than not, you're going to be either on a visiting team or on an under as far as a total is concerned, because people gravitate towards home teams and overs. Now, especially these days, right? Betting on sports is easy. Winning, well, that's a whole nother story. Like anything else, it's worthwhile, then it takes some time, sweat equity, learning, always developing, experiencing, studying, adapting. It's possible, if you can at all, like in any conventional endeavor, if you are able to find a mentor, someone you trust, that has a proven successful track record that's willing to help and teach you, well, that will shorten your learning curve, as long as, like we touched on, you're not stubborn, you're open-minded and willing to take the path of least resistance. Watching games, betting hunches from what you see, creating false narratives to substantiate value and placing a bet is not the way to road that provides you with profitability. Being good in math and modeling will help, but you don't be tricked into understanding and thinking that you need a PhD in computer science or math in order to be successful in this business. Successful data searching and realizing is something that will be a big part of your analysis, but there's many sites to support and provide you with key critical information to help you with your handicapping, much of which is free. So never pay for that type of stuff. And most importantly, as I harp on all the time, again, a video dedicated just to this topic, I highly recommend you never pay a tout for picks. Money management is even more important than picking winners. Don't gloss over that sentence. Money management is more important than picking winners. If you cannot find value, no money management method is going to help you to be profitable. However, I've known a number of people that are very good at handicapping, but they possess no discipline, no ability to manage their bankroll, and they end up not successful. Picking 50% winners, pretty easy when you think about it. It's like flipping a coin, right? But we need to get to that 53, 54% win percentage, and that's where we find profitability. Flipping a coin over a large enough sample size, you're going to get to 50%. It's amazing how sports betting is so much difficult to up that extra 3 to 4%. Now, getting the best number and timing the market, again, videos that you will find on dedicated to this on the Betting Tips Library video here on the YouTube channel PSH Sports Picks. Well, that again is where it's going to help you to improve your processes and therefore increasing your profits without even increasing your win percentage. Realize businesses make money. Hobbies cost money. If you want some entertainment, putting a few dollars on a game while you watch it on TV, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. However, don't fool yourself. If you want to make a part-time income or eventually a full-time income, you must treat sports betting as a business, including those topics of money management, line shopping, and record keeping. Gambling, people want to believe that are against it, is not a problem. Losing is. So if you can teach people how to win and not lose, gambling does not become a problem. Now, yes, a small percentage, just like as an example, alcohol or drugs, are going to have a problem and they cannot gamble responsibly, so they should stay away from this as much as possible. Zero tolerance for someone that has a problem. Please do seek help if you cannot gamble responsibly. High profile events, NFL football games, higher limit events where the books are taking huge money without any pending approvals. tendencies have to be that there is little to no value on those events. Realize an NBA Wednesday night game in the middle of February, or two no-name schools in college basketball on a Thursday West Coast event is the same amount of money when you win, same color of money as betting and winning the Super Bowl. So focus on those under the radar events where most of the time you will be able to find value. Amateurs, they pick games. Pros handicap games. Got a hunch, bet a bunch. When you handicap a game, you look at both sides of that game objectively, analyze the data and the intangibles. Make a line for that game numerically, compare it to where it is in the marketplace, and if there is no difference between your line and the sportsbook's line, well, we know what the optimum bets should be, and that is 0. There's no value in that particular event. Line shopping. The issue, along with handicapping and money management, is so important to your process and success in sports betting. You, especially in North America with the legalization of sports betting, have no excuses for having many sportsbook accounts fully funded, so you can go ahead and place and get the best number available in the marketplace. Shop in order to get that best number. You don't go out and pay for a car $35,000 when you can walk across the street and pay $30,000 for that car. The same concept and principle applies to sports betting. I'll give you a most recent example. We just finished winning in the NHL, the Rangers, as far as the series bet is concerned. Most books had it -1.5 games for the Rangers, -180 juice. I found a line at -158, -1.5. Huge difference. Usually they're not that vastly different, but this one happened to be. My point is, even saving 1 to 2 cents on a line, you're costing yourself money if you're not effectively line shopping. And you'll find these on a daily basis all year long. Now, don't give up on your biggest advantage in sports betting. In other words, don't become an action junkie. The sportsbook posts lines on each and every game every day. We get to cherry pick to bet just the games that we like, and we do so by finding the difference between what we have valued the line at for a particular event versus what the sportsbook and the marketplace has moved that line to. Avoid chasing, very common difficulty for a lot of people. You're not going to win every day. You're not going to win every week or even every month. It's the same for all, including the sharps and people that do this full time. So you're not going to be any different, but realize that you're not unique either. It happens to everyone. A pro knows when to take their lumps. Protect your bankroll, live to fight another day. The national anthem is played somewhere every day. Don't chase your losses and dig yourself to a bigger hole. Be prepared, do your homework. You're only as good as your information and how you interpret that information. Ask yourself each and every time, if this place and bet was made, did you miss a piece of information? Did you incorporate everything in your tool chest in handicapping that particular event? And make sure if the line that you have made on this game is reflected objectively. Very important. Bet by the numbers and situations, not with your emotions and heart. Remember, we bet numbers. Forget about the names on the uniforms. We don't bet teams, we bet numbers. I just finished mentioning that no team will win an event 100% of the time. This is a huge difference. Now, never be worried about passing on a game if you're unsure. Don't continue to try and punch a square peg into a round hole. Watch the game, scout the game, observe it. Was your handicapping correct or not? You can do that, gain information for future bets. But don't regret it if you would have ended up winning the game or not. It's just one event. you would have won or not, big deal. It's a small sample size. The anthem, again, is played somewhere each and every day. Respect your bankroll. Make your bets count each and every day. No hunch bets. No taking a shot bets. No heat checks. All bets must be fully researched and have multiple reasons as to why you're making that bet, and that your bet contains value. Then you let the chips fall where they may. In conclusion, as we just touched on, proper betting is even more important than handicapping. Bankroll management, money management, keeping your emotions in check, line shopping until you can't shop anymore, even to save 1 penny on the line, becomes huge over large sample sizes. You can become and are maybe already a great handicapper and still lose money if you don't bet correctly. Betting includes timing the market, as we mentioned, closing line value, shopping effectively, having many outs, money management. Again, all these topics, if you want more in-depth analysis of these topics, you'll find individual betting tips videos here, right here on the YouTube channel, breaking down those particular items. Again, you can even be a mediocre handicapper, but make a living in sports betting if you follow these steps and bet properly. Now, let's combine handicapping and betting effectively, and now you're about to go on a major roll. If you have any questions based on all these topics that we've just covered, through social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my handle is @ricksteele99. Be sure to shoot me those and I'll get back to you with the answers. You can like and comment on any of my videos here on the YouTube channel, but I ask you again, if you find these videos to be helpful, allow me to continue to spend the time and money in producing these videos. Smash the subscribe button before you leave, and may all the winners be yours.